Danny, great win on Saturday. How important is it now to build on it and go again on Tuesday against Grimsby?
Yeah, of course, for us in a 3-game week, it's always good when you can start it in a positive way, and to get a win at home in front of our supporters was a great way for us to start the week. And yeah, we're obviously really looking forward to the challenge that Grimsby bring on Tuesday. A different challenge, I think, a team that we find in a really good moment. I think 5 clean sheets in the last 5 games. 4 straight wins, got some very good players, been able to add to those players in the January transfer window. It's great to see, Grimsby are a big club at this level, and it's great to see their ball back in the club, and bringing in Andy Cook, who is a proven goal scorer at this level. So we respect the ambition that they're showing, and for us, I think. We're working really hard in the last week of the window to hopefully not lose any of ours, and maybe add 1 or 2 if we can.
And it'll be a very competitive game, like I say, because they're in good form, but so are we. You must be really pleased with recent performances and results. Yeah,
so proud of the group. Keep finding a way. Doesn't matter what is thrown at us. We've obviously had some challenges with injuries going into the game, and then we lost 2 key players during the game. And for us to just to keep going, to not to have that kind of no excuse mentality, and for the boys to adapt the way they have. A number of them playing out of position, still being able to find a really good level individually, but also collectively. And
you've been in management 17 years now. Have the changes in sports science made it easier, or is there no difference to working out which injuries you can kind of risk players at and maybe not risk them?
Well, it's always a big challenge when the games come as quickly as they do at this level. And of course, when you're in the 3-game week, you play on the Saturday. The game comes, it goes. You try to understand exactly where you're at off of the back of it. So we spent a lot of time Sunday finding out exactly where we're at and what the collateral was from that game. I think then you're respectful that any bumps or bruises that they might have picked up, any new injuries are quite new. So you're just seeing how that settles. So then the boys were in this morning. And the medical team, we're a small medical team, but we have Carl and we have Ross who are brilliant, and then obviously Alex Bevans who heads up the sports science team. So yeah, for them just to understand exactly where the group is at in terms of their load, and that'll be from training and matches, and then for the medical team to assess any boys that have picked up some bumps and bruises, and then to try to make a good decision as to what training looks like today. I think always when the games as quickly as the Saturday to Tuesday, I think you do a lot of work off the field with our off-field coaching. So this morning we did a review of our game. We took the learning from the Fleetwood game. It's always tried to take the relevant learning, so you're always looking at the learning that will help us for the Grimsby game. So we did that, and we've obviously had a good look at Grimsby. I've already said are in a good moment and a good team. Like to play in a 4-3-3. They're a team that can mix their game up. They can play through the pitch. They love to invert their fullbacks, and can play outside you as well and really speed the game up with some tricky wingers. And now they've also got the opportunity to go over your press and go straight into Andy Cook. So I think a team that with the ball have some really good players and are certainly going to challenge our defensive organisation. And we know as a group that if we can defend well, then normally that allows us to have good attacking moments. But we also know that when we can't transition quickly, which is what we love to do, we have the technical quality to be able to get control and get a real rhythm in our game. And I think that's when we play at our best, when we find that balance between the two. And it's for us it's always a great challenge when you're such a small support staff, and you're obviously also coming to the back of a transfer window. It's all coming at you thick and fast, and it's just for us to control what we can control, to have a really clear way of working so that we can manage our time intelligently, and try to get try to prioritise the information that we give the players, because you can't give them all the information because you'll overload their minds. So it's just to try to prioritise the information and just to support them and prepare them as best as we can to allow them to hopefully perform at their best come 7:45 tomorrow.
And with the injury challenges that we've got at the moment, how good was it to see Jack Baldwin and Adrian Kande back in contention?
Yeah, really good to have those two back. Really, really important for us that the cavalry are close by and are coming. And it was great to have Jack's experience. He's lived these levels for so long, and he's so important in the dressing room. And of course now he's fit, he can also impact on the pitch, which is great. And young Adrian as well. Brings us so much quality with his individual ability to beat his man and to cross and shoot. So pleased to have him available. And as I say, we don't care what they throw at us. We're just gonna get our head down, find a way, and keep going.